What do tractors, a fierce rivalry, and the fastest cars in the world have in common? They're all part of the incredible history behind Lamborghini, but here's the twist. Lamborghini wasn't supposed to exist. Did you know that the famous Lamborghini cars we see today might never have come to be if it weren't for a single, fateful insult from Enzo Ferrari? Hard to believe, right? This is the story of how a man who started out building tractors eventually created one of the world's most luxurious and powerful car brands. Ferruccio Lamborghini was born in 1916 in Cento, a small village in Italy. His family were grape farmers, and Ferruccio spent his childhood surrounded by fields. But farming wasn't Ferruccio's passion. Even at a young age, he was fascinated by engines. He spent his free time repairing farm equipment, and his talent for mechanics became clear early on. At the time, nobody could have imagined that this young boy would eventually change the car industry forever. When World War II broke out, Ferruccio's mechanical skills took him far from the fields of Italy. He was drafted into the Italian Air Force, where he served as a mechanic, repairing engines under intense pressure. Ferruccio thrived in this environment, learning everything he could about how machines worked. By the end of the war, he was determined to put his skills to use, but not in the way you might expect. Instead of building luxury cars, Ferruccio turned to tractors. Italy, in the aftermath of World War II, needed agricultural equipment more than ever, and Ferruccio saw an opportunity. He began building tractors out of leftover military machinery, and in 1948, he founded Lamborghini Trattori, a company that made affordable and reliable tractors. The business took off, and Ferruccio quickly became wealthy. By the 1950s, he was a millionaire, known throughout Italy for his mechanical genius. But Ferruccio wasn't just interested in building farm equipment. He had a passion for fast cars, Ferraris to be specific. Now, here's a fact that might surprise you. Before he ever thought of building his own cars, Ferruccio was a Ferrari enthusiast. Like many wealthy men of his time, he bought Ferrari cars, but there was one problem. Ferruccio was frustrated by the frequent mechanical problems in his Ferraris, especially with the clutch. This frustration led to an infamous encounter that would change the course of automotive history. In the early 1960s, after one too many breakdowns, Ferruccio decided to approach Enzo Ferrari himself with some suggestions. Imagine walking up to the legendary Enzo Ferrari and offering advice. Ferruccio, confident in his mechanical knowledge, told Enzo Ferrari that his cars could be improved, particularly the clutch. And what was Ferrari's response? He dismissed Ferruccio, telling him, "Stick to making tractors." That insult hit Ferruccio hard, but instead of backing down, he decided to do something radical. He would build his own car. Not just any car, but one that could compete with Ferrari's best. In 1963, Ferruccio founded Automotive Lamborghini, a car company dedicated to producing high-performance, luxurious sports cars. It was a bold move. Ferruccio had never built a car before, but he was determined to prove Ferrari wrong. In 1964, just a year after founding his company, Lamborghini unveiled its first model, the 350 GT. The car was a success, praised for its speed, elegance, and reliability. But Ferruccio wasn't satisfied. He knew that if Lamborghini was going to truly compete with Ferrari, it needed to offer something groundbreaking. Enter the Lamborghini Miura, a car that would revolutionize the sports car industry. The Miura, introduced in 1966, was unlike anything the world had seen before. It featured a mid-engine design, which at the time was unheard of in sports cars. The Miura was not just fast, it was a work of art. It quickly became the fastest car in the world, and it established Lamborghini as a serious competitor to Ferrari. But Ferruccio's journey was far from over. The success of the Miura was just the beginning. By the late 1960s, Lamborghini was thriving. The company had made its mark on the automotive world, and Ferruccio had proven that a man who started out building tractors could create a luxury car brand that rivaled Ferrari. But the road ahead wasn't smooth. The 1970s brought new challenges that would test Lamborghini's resilience. The 1973 oil crisis hit the luxury car market hard. People were buying fewer high-performance cars, and Lamborghini felt the pressure. To make matters worse, labor strikes in Italy and economic turmoil created additional strain on the company. Despite these challenges, Ferruccio remained determined to keep Lamborghini alive. He introduced new models, such as the Espada and the Harama, but the economic conditions made it difficult to maintain the company's momentum. By 1974, Ferruccio faced a difficult decision. After years of hard work and dedication, he sold his shares in the company and retired from the car business. It seemed like the end of an era, but Lamborghini wasn't done yet. Despite changing ownership multiple times over the years, the brand survived. The 1980s brought a new chapter for Lamborghini, one defined by bold designs and technological innovation. In 1985, Lamborghini released the Countach, a car that became an icon of the 1980s. With its sharp, angular lines, scissor doors, and futuristic design, the Countach was unlike anything else on the road. It captured the imagination of car enthusiasts around the world and cemented Lamborghini's reputation as a maker of radical high-performance vehicles. Even though Ferruccio was no longer involved with the company, his legacy lived on through each car. But Lamborghini's journey didn't end there. In the decades that followed, the brand continued to evolve, introducing new models that pushed the boundaries of what was possible in the world of luxury sports cars. Today, Lamborghini is stronger than ever, with models like the Aventador and Huracan continuing to set new standards for performance and design. Here's another interesting question. What if Ferrari hadn't insulted Ferruccio? Would Lamborghini exist today? Ferruccio's story is a powerful reminder that sometimes the greatest innovations come from unexpected challenges. His determination to prove Ferrari wrong led him to create one of the most iconic car brands in history. From a tractor factory in rural Italy to a global symbol of speed, luxury, and innovation, Lamborghini's journey is a testament to the power of ambition, creativity, and hard work. Ferruccio Lamborghini's legacy lives on in every car that bears his name, and his story will continue to inspire generations of dreamers and innovators. So the next time you see a Lamborghini speeding down the road, remember, it all started with a tractor and a dream. If you found this story fascinating, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell